How to keep on going when you don't want to. Understand that there's going to be many days that you're going to feel like you don't want to do what you have to do. That is human. We wake up every single day with negative thoughts. We wake up more negative than we do more positive. This is why you need to have a daily process that you follow that's going to get you back in that positive state of thinking. You can never positively think your way out of a negative way of thinking. The only way you can come out of a negative way of thinking is with positive action. What are positive actions? Everything that you do that's going to give you a positive outcome at the end of it. Understand that we all have coping mechanisms, whether positive or negative is evident in our results, is evident in the person that who we are. Understand that many people go to drinking, many people go to smoking. I've done it before, but at the end of it, what is the outcome? You never have a heavy drinking session and say, I loved getting drunk. You never smoke your lungs out and say, I enjoyed smoking. But the reason you started with it is because it gave you an escape. It was a solution for you, but then it turns into a problem that is hard to get rid of. Because now all you want to do is get rid of that thing that first started to help you, and now it becomes a problem. So it's got a negative outcome because it affects your health, it affects the way you think, and it doesn't give you that mental clarity. This is why I say go to the gym. This is why I do my burpees, because it's an extraction process. Because everything that you do, you don't want to add, you want to remove, you want to simplify. Understand that we have a lot of things. We have a lot of insecurities, a lot of fear, a lot of doubts. So when you do that daily process, when you go to the gym, you go do your burpees in the morning, when you self-develop, you remove that fear, you remove those doubts, you remove those insecurities. So now there's a lot less that you have to worry about throughout the day. So understand that they will have problems that you have throughout the day, and you will have problems internally that you need to fix. But this is why you start off right, so you can have that mental clarity to now overcome that. Because the most important thing is always listening to your conscience so you don't have regret. The reason being is because the moment you have regret, you are so focused on trying to solve that problem that you regret. So now the only thing that you're thinking about is, why did I do this and how can I fix it? The day goes by and then you have something else to worry about. So this is why your intention for today should always be, what did I regret yesterday that I'm going to fix today? And if you do that every single day for 365 days, your life will completely change as a person. So this is the most important thing. Emotions are energies in motion. They go up and down. Life will always continue. You need to move along with it. This is why alignment is completely important. This is why you always need to think about your purpose. You think about your thoughts and your actions. Your actions are your thought process, and your thought process has to be aligned with your purpose, because if it doesn't, that's when you burn out. This is when you become upset. So your purpose should always be you. The reason it is you, because you are the vehicle to everything that you want to do. You want to help. Everything consists of you. Help yourself first before you can help others. And that is the number one priority. So this is the thing. Many of you guys, when you see yourself, when you look at yourself, what can I improve? How do you feel within yourself? That is the thing you need to change and prioritize that problem. So what issues do I have, which is the most important, and you fix it, you organize it. When you have a daily process, no matter how you're feeling, you look at this daily process and you go to it. It's like work. No matter how you're feeling, you go to work, because if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. If you don't get paid, you can't pay your bills. If you can't pay your bills, you end up on the streets. The same thing with yourself. No matter how you're feeling, you need to pay your rent. You pay your rent by doing the daily process, the things that you have to do. What do you do? What do you get out of it? You get the results. And what of that results, what do you get? You get that inner peace, that contentment. So this is why, for example, for me today this is a great day for me to be making this video, because I woke up today just full of doubt. I woke up full of doubt, full of just like those insecurities. And understand, we as humans, we all have fear, we all have insecurities, but we have to overcome them. You can't let that control you, because the second you control it, you'll be held prisoner until you come out of it. How do you come out of it? With your actions. So I had that doubt today, and the most important thing for me is don't think, because you already have the daily process of things that you have to do. You make sure you complete them, and that is done. You stack wins every single day. It's like climbing up a ladder. Sometimes when you're climbing up a ladder, or I don't know if you climb up a ladder, or going up a set of flights. I mean, to imagine going up a set of stairs, and you want to get to the top of this staircase. Every time you do this daily process, you've taken a step up. You've taken a step up. Many people just want to jump from the bottom staircase to the top. This is why you fall, because it is impossible. That's why you need to focus on, what can I do today that's going to get me closer to the person that I want to become tomorrow. Put one step in front of the other. It doesn't matter how you feel. One step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. The same way, another example I want to give you, if you're driving a vehicle and you have to go from one destination to the other, If it starts to rain, are you going to stop? No, because you need to get to that destination. So you keep on driving, you keep on following the GPS. Your daily process is your GPS. You follow it through, because if you don't do it, then what's going to happen? You're going to have that regret, you're going to be focused on that, and then you never progress. You will always have two pains, the pain of trying or the pain of staying the same. Once you really understand that quote, that's when you really start to make changes. Because when you understand that, when you stay the same, just see how far your actions have taken you. Look at those habits that you have. Look at that cycle that you live in. How far has it taken you? All it takes is for you to break that cycle. How do you break that cycle? By doing things you've never done before. Educate yourself. Invest in self-development, because that is what's actually going to help you. The thing is, many people live in this facade where they live so upset with themselves that they try to make themselves feel better with external things, buying clothes, going out to eat. But how much has this done for you? What has it done? Why don't you start to look within? Why don't you invest in coaches? Why don't you invest in mentors? Why don't you invest in something that's going to fix you internally, that's going to give you that internal satisfaction? You will never be able to fix those internal feelings with external solutions. It will never happen. This is why you actually need to get to the root of the problem. If you're scared and insecure speaking to people, how do you overcome it? By speaking to people. If you're insecure about the way that you look, get in shape. That's going to fix your problems, because once you fix that, then things start to fix up along the way. The way you start to do the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So no matter how you feel, understand that you have a bigger purpose. Your alignment, the purpose should be you, your thoughts, everything that's going to be working towards that, and your actions which work in alignment to get there. No matter how you're feeling, you need to make sure you take one step in front of the other, because you already know how it feels to not do anything. You already know how it feels to feel bad. Now give yourself a chance to feel everything that's on the other side. Because every time you don't act, or every time you don't wake up early, or every time you don't do that thing you're meant to do, you are going back. If we lived in a world that did not speak, what would your actions be telling me? Because that's how you need to see it. Because you having the idea of change gives you slight satisfaction, because you think that you've changed, but until you actually take a step forward, your life will never change. It will always be the same. So make that decision and start acting, putting one foot in front of the other, day by day. The daily process. Make sure every single day you're doing something that's going to get you closer to where you're meant to be, no matter how you feel, because you already know how you feel. And that emotions that you feel in this moment is only going to get bigger, is only going to feel stronger if you don't continue to push forward. So what do you want to feel? The pain of regret at staying the same, or the pain of trying to discover that person that you're always meant to be?